Hi guys, so I just wanted to show you how to update your web page and kind of give you some new tricks that I learned on how to make it easier to update your web page in the future. Okay, so for starters, just how do you update our school web page, which we are going to be required to have updated. I know we're going to be posting more important information since we're definitely going to have some virtual students, so it's going to be more important to make sure that information is up to date. I'm not entirely positive what all is going to have to be on there, but I'm sure we'll get a list on that soon. What's more important is just to know how to get there so you can do it yourself. So if you have forgotten how to get there, first off, you'd go to azelisd.net. So I'm just going to kind of start over. azelisd.net. Guess I'm delete it. There we go. What? Why? That's funny. Azel ISD. Come on now. There we go. Okay. So up here at the top, if you haven't signed in yet, you're going to have to hit, so when you first get to this web page for Azel ISD, it's going to say sign in right here. I've already signed in, so that's not there anymore. But you'll click that and you'll hit sign in, and you'll sign in the same way that you log into your computer. So it's just your normal sign in. And then after you've signed in, it's going to change. It's going to go right back to this page, but it's going to say user options now. So you'll click user options and you'll go to, come on now, site manager. Okay, so it'll take you directly to your site manager is your website. So this is your website. If you haven't created one already, it will be blank. If you have stuff in there, then it will be in there. This like comes with it, this teacher information thing. So if you open that up, you can type in stuff about you, so your name, a little bit about you, however much you want to write in there about yourself. You can upload a picture. I did, so you just select a file, so like upload from your computer. So you will have to have a picture on your computer, but you can select a picture of yourself, hit save, and that's just your basic information. Okay, get out of this. There's also, I put it in embed code. That's not there normally. I'm going to show you how to put that in a second. And then down here there's a schedule. So putting in your correct schedule, making sure it's correct, you just hit edit and make sure your period, like, you know, first, second, third, fourth, say the correct thing. Now, here's the thing though. If that's all you wanted to know was like, how do I update my normal page, and you'll put your information in there, okay, well that is literally it. There you go, done. But I have learned some ways to like really pizzazz the web page up, as well as a way to where you can update this, because I mean we change this every year, or maybe you're going to put a lot more information on your web page this year and you're going to have to change it periodically, and you don't want to have to come back in here and have to change it all the time. So there's actually a way to embed Google Slides. So right here, this embed code, so I'll take this away so you can see how I got it in here. So yes, so normally it would start off like this. How you get it in here is off to the side. This is already here. When you get to your web page, it's already over here, and you see these little tabs, and you hit embed code. Now you drag it and drop it. It can be at the top, it can be in the middle, it can be at the bottom, wherever you want it. I'm just going to drop it in the middle right there. Okay, and you can actually do as many of these as you want. So like I'll probably end up doing a couple Google Slides. I'll do 2 for now, but literally you could do is like you just keep dropping them in there, and you could end up getting rid of this teacher info. I want to copy and paste it to put it somewhere, so I'm not going to delete mine yet, but you could completely get rid of the teacher information. You can hit delete. You can completely get rid of your schedule, because you could end up putting those on your Google Slides. And why you would want to do that is that because then you'd never have to go here. Okay, you'd never have to come here again and remember how to work these different buttons that we're not used to. You could go to your Google Slides. So right now, this is the Bitmoji classes templates that I showed y'all when I was teaching the class. If you didn't take my class, you didn't see this, but it's in our shared folder that Aubrey DeHeck sent out an email to your Gmail, August 7th PD. It had all the folders for all the classes that were offered on Friday. My class was called Setting Up Your Digital Classroom, and I had this as a link in there. So, and I've actually added a ton of stuff to it today just because I've been playing with Bitmoji classrooms, or the idea of just different backgrounds. So if you wanted to go back and check that out, I have a bunch more, okay? But I just wanted to show you that if you had something like this, instead of doing a Bitmoji classroom, you could just have a background. You can embed like literal pictures of yourself. This is me and my son dancing at a wedding. This is my puppy Archer. So, I mean, you could make it more personalized, and instead of it just being a Bitmoji classroom, you could make it real pictures. And this is just a text box. So, like, I went insert text box. You draw a box, and then to fill that in, to color up here, you go to fill. You can make it any color you want. You can add a border. So I just made them white with black borders, right? Now, this is not information that I'm, like, using. I was just kind of reminding you stuff that you might want to put on your webpage, like Meet the Teacher Night link, All About You page, your course schedule, your syllabus, the grading policy, which should be the same for all of us, but, like, you know, it would show camaraderie, is that word? Your conference time, your tutorial times, your contact info, your mine, Canvas links. You can literally link it to Canvas so kids could come to your webpage and go be sent straight to Canvas. So all this is possible from a Google slide. And if you embed this slide into your Azle ISD webpage, then if you want to change it in a couple months because you have a new schedule, maybe you teach semester classes and your schedule is slightly different, or you know you're a coach and your conference times, your tutorial times change, and you need to update that information. Maybe you have new videos or new things you just want to add to your webpage throughout the year. If you have it in a Google slide, if you change it on the Google slide, it will automatically change in your webpage, and you won't ever have to go back to the webpage. You can just come to your Google slide, go to your Google Drive, go to that slide, change it, and it will automatically change, which is awesome. So how do you do that? It's very simple. The one thing that I did remember as I practiced this was if you have like a long list of like slides that I'm using, kind of like examples of these, you do have to highlight the slide you want. So click on it, control copy, or right click copy, and you have to make a new presentation. So if like I want it just the slide, because if you don't do that, then all those slides will copy, even ones you don't want. Like if you have a bunch of extra ones, like I did, and that's what I did. It pasted all of them. So you have to make it its own slide, and hit paste. My bad, and now I just overdid my copy. Okay, go back, try again, copy, over here, paste, and then again, like I just said, like I don't want this slide here, or it's going to copy all three slides. So now it's just this one slide. So how do I get this one in here? You go to File, you go to Publish to the Web, and then you want the embed code. And then you'll hit Publish. You'll say, okay, yes, I want to publish it. And then it gives you this link. So this is the embed code, and you'll hit Copy. All right, now when we go back to our website, you go back into your teacher information. You show I did that drag and drop. I have the embed code over here. I drag and dropped it. Well, now I click on the embed code. And over here, let me move my face out of the way. You'll click on it and hit paste. And then up here in the numbers, you want to change it from width 960 to width 800. And hit save. Okay. Now, if you go back to your website, so let's go back to Azle ISD and like see that it did that. So if you go to high school, Azle ISD, you go to high school, face is in the way again, go to staff, find your name, click. And see, this is the picture, my teacher information that I had in there that I'm probably going to delete and move to slides, but it's still there because I haven't deleted it. But if I scroll down, well, bam, here's that slide that I just put in there. Okay, so now we have this cool web page, which is awesome, and you could put whatever information in here you want, and as you wanted to change it throughout time, you could. And again, like I said a second ago, if you want to make several Google pages because you don't want it to look, you know, clustered, you want to separate them, maybe you want to make one per class, however you want to break it down, you can just drag and drop another embed code and do another Google slide. So you could do as many as you felt like. Okay. Now, how to add the links to them. Oh, I remember. Okay, so you have to link it in your actual classroom. Okay, so let's say I wanted to link this box. So I'd go to Insert, a link. Okay, let's say I wanted to link this one to my Canvas page. Just for funsies, let's link it to my Canvas page. So I'm going to go here, go to my class, and then you're just going to take your link at the top. Go back to your class. Oh, no, I lied. Go back to your Google slide and paste that link in there. Say this is our Canvas course. And hit apply. So now it's highlighted, it's a link. Okay, cool. Now let's see if that changed it in our web page, because it should automatically change. I'm gonna refresh it, and now it's there. Whoa! And it takes them directly to your course. So if you want to take them to a video, you want to take them to another Google page that had your syllabus, or take them to a Google Doc that had your contact information, your whatever, your grading policy, like anything you wanted to take them to, anything they were going to be required to take them to. Again, I don't have the exact set list, but you can link it to anything like that. So after you have embedded your embedded your Google slide into Canvas, remember it has to be a slide that you've put by itself. That's the only caveat to this, is it doesn't be by itself. Then you just hit that Insert Link button, and it makes clickable links inside your web page that you can alter at any point in time. So if things change, so obviously next year, I'm going to redo that to my next Canvas course. So it's going to be a different one next year. But that means that I'm not going to have to go into this web page after I've made it, because I can change it in Google Slides. So I won't have to go back into Azle ISD's web pages. I can just change my Google Slide. All right, guys, that is it for me. I hope that was helpful. If you have any other questions or if you know cooler stuff, please let me know.